If we wanted to examine the pros and cons of an MBA versus a Master's of Science in Human Resources, I think you'd ask what it is you want to do with the degree. If the intention is to go into leadership of a business, corporate world, CAO, CEO, those positions are generalist jobs and they require a broad range of information and knowledge and skills, everything from financial and accounting information to general theories of economics. Those are provided in an MBA program. There's also the, if you will, a more theoretical approach in the MBA than in the human resources degree. Although both involve some theory, the human resources degree is also very practically focused on how to deal with people and the issues in a corporation that have to do with your humans, with the people who work there, not just with the finances or accounting or the information technology. If you're a general manager of a company, you have to have a very broad range of skills. When you're hired as a human resources director, you do have to understand payroll and benefits, and that's big money, so you have to have a financial background. However, your main focus may be on the training and development of the personnel in your company, on proper hiring and firing procedures, and on the ethics of running the business from the personnel side.
At ICCI, a human resources degree can be achieved in 6 quarters, which is approximately 18 months, so a year and a half to achieve the degree. You're going to do a total of 12 classes, 2 courses each quarter of your study. 6 of those classes will be specifically designed in the human resources field, while 10 of them will be classes that you will also be taking with MBA students that are going to provide you with general knowledge. Those specific classes in the HR field range from multicultural management to personnel issues to management theory and practice, all of which are designed to give you specific HR knowledge. And over the course of those 12 classes, you will gain a foundation knowledge sufficient to put you into a position to look at things like payroll issues when it comes to human capital, look at things like HR issues of staffing and management, and all of those things that will come up in the day-to-day work of an HR manager. At ICCI, we do not require a dissertation. Instead, we offer the option of doing an HR business plan. Effectively, you create a human resources plan for a company where you have to do a complete analysis of the human resources capabilities of the company. And you do that over the course of a quarter, and it counts as one of your 12 classes toward the degree.
HRM has moved out of the realm of strictly managing people to the realm of asking how do the people fit into the overall strategy and planning of the corporation. We kind of take our students from the beginning level, if you will. If they come into the graduate program with a bachelor's degree, but they have never taken sociology and psychology, they're required to take those courses before we'll let them continue or as they go into the human resources management program. Because you need a fundamental understanding of people, cultures, and societies before you can come in and say, well, I'm going to help you manage a business, especially in a setting like the Cayman Islands. In addition to what they have to do, though, as foundational work, the students are quickly carried into upper level stuff. One reviewer referred to strategy management as the 50,000-foot level. We want students to know that human resources management is also what's called HRD, human resources development. You're talking about how you take your employees from where they are to where you need them to be, and how you take a whole company as a result from where it is to where it has to be more competitive. So our students are encouraged from the beginning of their courses right through to the end, including this final project they might do, to look at themselves as leaders within their organization, but as well to look at their organization and ask, how can I serve this company? That's a broader perspective too of how I can serve the Cayman Islands and wherever they might end up, because we are the International College of the Cayman Islands. We have students from around the world here, and we know they're going to go out and take placements in job markets all over the world. We hope when they do, they take with it a strong sense of ethics and pride in the work that they do, as well as in those people they develop.
At ICCI, when they're doing their human resource business plan, what we call our GR 509 class, they pick the company that they are going to examine. We ask them to create a unique company, one that is not currently in existence, that may offer products which already are. What this forces them to do is develop an entire human resource plan for a company. They choose the size of the company, the type of product that it will be offering, and the different threats, weaknesses, and opportunities that the company is going to face. This enables them to do a top-level project, but a bottom-up analysis, so that they are looking at the company all the way from the entry-level positions and how HR is going to utilize those entry-level positions, all the way up to senior management and control of the company. This effectively enables them to see every aspect of how human resources impacts the company, from the top all the way down. One of the main differences between a Master of Business Administration degree and a Master of Science degree with an emphasis in human resources is the type of classes that you're going to find yourself in. One practical example is the economics class for the 2 degrees. In the MBA, you're going to take a course called Managerial Economics. It is much more macroeconomic focused, large world decisions. How do businesses and the decisions they make impact the economy on a macro level? But in the Human Resources degree, the class you take is Economics of Human Resources. It is much more microeconomic focused. In a Human Resources degree, you'll take a course called Economics of Human Resources. It is much more focused on microeconomics, on the human capital side of the equation. It is going to look at how individual workers and how individual units within your company are going to impact the overall nature of your institution. Now, there is going to be an analysis of how that may affect the wider market, but from an HR perspective, your understanding of the economics of the various divisions and the economics of the human capital is going to give you a much more micro view of it than the more macro-focused view that the MBA students have.
There's a more theoretical side to an MBA, and in particular, when a student is taking a Master's of Business Administration, they need to be capable of making the kinds of decisions that affect any division of the company. Whereas a Human Resources degree is going to focus on individuals, personnel issues, problems that might arise from a lack of training or development among your staff, instead of looking at the whole overall picture of the company. You're not so much concerned in Human Resources with marketing strategies. You might be looking at internal and external customer service instead. In an MBA, you can't ignore the technology issues. Well, you can't entirely ignore them in Human Resources Management either, but the point of an HRM degree is how the technology impacts individuals in the communication within the company and external to the company, not how communication itself matters, but how it affects people.